Hey guys, back with another video. This is going to be a short one. Another memorable games moment video. I did one of these before featuring Dark Souls, where I talk about a particular moment in a game that I thought was very memorable and kind of has stuck with me over the years. Spoilers for the game in question here. I think most of these videos are going to be very heavy on spoilers. But the game is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on the original Xbox. I think it's on PC as well. Now, this was a game that when this game came out, it got like amazing reviews, and I didn't really want to play it. I wasn't super big into Star Wars back when this game came out. I appreciated Star Wars more years later, and in fact, this game was a big part of that. I'm still not crazy about Star Wars in the way that a lot of people are, but I do enjoy those first three movies at least, or episode 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, I wasn't too interested in it, and one of my friends, he was over at my place, and we decided to rent a game, and he was very adamant about renting that game, and I was like, I don't know, it seems lame, and I wasn't super into RPGs at that time either, so I was kind of against it, but for whatever reason, we decided to go with that game anyways. So we played it, taking turns, and within the first hour, I was hooked. It blew my mind how crazy I got into that game. To the point where we got a little ways through the game. He went back home, and instead of continuing to play it, I brought it back to Blockbuster, and I bought the game full price. I didn't care because I knew I was going to spend a lot of time playing this game. So yeah, I took it home and I just blazed through it. It's not the longest game ever, but it was super addictive. And I went through it twice because the Paragon, actually I think that's what they call it in Red, but the good side and dark side, that was a new concept at the time this game came out, and I thought that was really neat. But the memorable moment with this game is, I think, a moment that sticks with a lot of people that played this game. The big plot twist towards the end, where it's revealed you're Darth Revan, and yeah, it was one of those things that I have to say, if someone played this game for the first time now, I'm not so sure the twist would have been so shocking. But back then, maybe it was because how young I was, although I think even older people were really taken aback by that twist, where you're basically a bad guy. It's kind of a twist that's done in a lot of movies and TV shows and games, where it turns out the main character is actually the bad guy. Although towards the end you can choose to be a Jedi or turn to the Sith. But it completely blew my mind when I first played that game. I was not expecting it whatsoever. And it made the second playthrough a hell of a lot more interesting because there's a lot of clues throughout that game. Yeah, maybe it was the time that came out that it wasn't. It was a big surprise for a lot of people. I don't know if it is these days, or if you play this game for the first time nowadays, if that's going to be such a huge twist. But back then it was crazy. The internet, it just exploded with that revelation, and it stuck with me. And I find games just don't have twists like that. In fact, since that game came out, I don't think a single game has really blew me away with a plot twist or anything like that. But yeah, if you guys have a game that really blew your mind in terms of plot twist, I know Spec Ops: The Line has a pretty good one. Unfortunately, I was spoiled to that twist before I actually played the game. I'm not going to spoil that, don't worry, for people that haven't played that. But yeah, Knights of the Old Republic, an amazing game, and that moment in particular I think is the most memorable in the game. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'll probably do a few more of these in the future. I just gotta think of the right games, because I know it's been a while since that Dark Souls one. But yeah, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.